Don and Hope, I'm really glad that you're here today. Thank you for coming in. As you know, we're going to be talking about what your experience was with your TMS, or transcranial magnetic stimulation treatment. And just to put it in context for the people watching on video, my plan was I was going to interview each one of you individually, and we still may do that, but you all got acquainted out front talking in my waiting room, and you said, you know, basically there's a lot alike about us. Why don't we just do this together? Which I think is a splendid idea. So, Don, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about what your depression was like, what you had tried. I think you also tried and received some electroconvulsive therapy treatments or shock treatments, and you know what it was like when you came to see me, and what you were like before TMS, and then what the entire TMS experience was like.
Well, I thought I'd always lived a fairly normal life. However, I've had some issues regarding relationships in the past. But when I was 50 years old, I was on a date. And after the date, I was driving us home, and I became disoriented. I had been this route several times, hundreds of times, and I suddenly lost my way downtown in Evansville, and that started it. I seemed to be totally disconnected and was losing my memory. It felt like I was just going downhill as far as my memory, and then I became tired. I started having sleep issues. I couldn't sleep at all. And I was falling into depression, as I found out. I had tried several doctors who prescribed multiple medications. Nothing worked. I went into a fog. Everything was gray. My world was gray. I didn't know where I was. I was lost. I couldn't concentrate. My physical health was going downhill. I went to Mayo Clinic for a week of treatments. No, I could never receive an accurate diagnosis with that. And then I found out about Dr. Cady, and we went through probably a year of treatment, I believe, trying different things, going through so many different tests and medicines, but nothing worked. I had several shock treatments, at least 10. All they did was erase most of my memory.
And just to be clear, I wasn't the one that was giving you those shock treatments.
That's correct.
Okay,
that's correct. No, I think you do more holistic and you know, natural healings than other things. And you had recommended me to chiropractors and others, but yeah, but really the medicines that we all tried, nothing worked at all. And I had actually made 2 suicide attempts. I just didn't want to live. The pain was so bad. Like I said, I couldn't sleep. I was in bed. It felt like weights were on top of my body. I just wanted to die. That would have been relief for me. And I felt others too. Finally, Dr. Cady said, I have a new treatment called TMS. Don, I don't know what to do except to try this for you. And I did not hesitate. I just had to try it. I had no alternative. It was that or die. After the last treatment, the 30th treatment, I thought to myself, well, I think I'm getting better. I seem to be, but I don't feel like I'm there. About 2 weeks later, it felt like a light switch turned on for me, and my world turned around 180 degrees. I felt great, and I feel great now. I'm on top of the world. I embrace life. I have friends. I'm connecting with my friends, my family. I just feel like a new person.
And you're not on any medication right now?
No medication.
Let me turn to Hope.
Couldn't think. I couldn't organize things. And with him, I know we expressed the same feeling of our body like lead. Even getting up to get a drink of water, I just wouldn't do. I would just sit, like in a fog. And he talked about the fog that was in his head. It's a heavy, your brain's not working right. It's just not. And it brings on physical symptoms. You know, I was falling. I would forget. I'd be driving. Where I'd went 1,000 times, I would get lost. And it's a very scary feeling. Very scary feeling. My sister had to start driving me like him. she had to help me at home to go somewhere. You know, I couldn't get dressed. I just, it was horrible. And I've been that way now looking back, even since I was a teenager. But I had my first nervous breakdown when I was 23.
Mm-hmm.
And that just kind of started the pathway, I don't know if it's right to say that, to hell for me.
Mm-hmm.
The treatments, I was afraid to even dare hope they would work because nothing had ever worked for me in my entire life.
Including shock treatments.
Yes, I had, over this course of time, 30-something shock treatments, which did take a lot of my memory away. I'm on a pill now that helps my memory.
Yes.
And it's since the treatments, everything's clear to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm going with a great family tragedy we had, but instead of hitting the bed, I've been dealing with it. I guess what we say, healthy. And these treatments just, I was alive. I could smile, I could find joy in things, and I could get up and move around, and it was like I was reborn again.
What price can you put on your health? If you're ready to die and want to die, is the price of TMS worth it? I say yes. You know, my family is happy that I'm alive. I'm happy I'm alive. My friends are happy I'm alive. You can't put a price tag on it. You're happy. Yeah, we're all happy. And yeah, it was worth it. I would have paid 10 times what I paid for the treatment to feel like I do today. I don't care if I would be broke. I'd be alive and happy. You know, so yes, it was worth it for me.
All right. Hope,
Yeah.
what's your take on it?
Yes, it was well worth the money. It was something I hesitated to do because that's a lot of money. But my God, the difference in my case it's made is just, like you said, you can't put a price tag on it. It's probably what we strived to be and just couldn't because of the depression. And now we've arrived. You know, now we enjoy life. I enjoy life tremendously.
It's wonderful. Okay. Don, anything comes to your mind?
I'm spreading the gospel of TMS. I know of people who have depression, people who know people with depression, and a lot of times medicines and shock treatments don't work, and I totally recommend it. It's got to be worth a try for TMS. I mean, look what it's done for us. So, you know, I'm not taking any drugs currently. I don't intend to take any drugs. I hope I don't need them. And I hope I don't need to have more TMS treatments. I don't think that I will. But I recommend this treatment for those who have lost all hope, you know, with depression and dealing with depression. Try it. You've got to try it. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. I mean, and my family and friends. So, yeah, I encourage people to try it, give it a try, you know.
Okay. Thank you both so much for talking to me today on camera. I really appreciate it, and I'm sure the people that are watching this video and evaluating TMS will appreciate your sharing with them as well. So thank you.
You're welcome.